Hello everyone, my name is Lena and I'm from AITM. This lesson aims to provide a short overview of learning methods adopted in teaching and learning activities. First of all, let me ask you a question. How do you define learning? Yes, you might have answered by now. Learning can be defined as a process of acquiring new knowledge, behaviors, and skills under different environments with the use of learners' motivation and cognitive power. Learning is important for both those who will be learning and those who will be helping, guiding, and facilitating learning to others. Let's now come to the term academic learning. Academic learning is a systematic acquisition of new knowledge and skills based on the set of curricula and schedules within the specified time frames. Academic learning is a complex process. There is not a single theory that can explain academic learning process. Although this is the case, two broad methods are generally acknowledged in the academic learning process, namely the teacher-centered learning method and the student-centered learning method. The teacher-centered learning method is also called conventional type of learning method or passive learning method. In this type of learning method, the teachers or instructors are heavily involved while the students or learners are mostly in passive and receptive mode. Lecture, discussion, assignments are some examples of this type of learning method. One of the main limitations of teacher-centered learning is that it misses important learning such as critical thinking, problem solving, and reasoning. The student-centered learning method is also known as active learning method. The focus of this method is on the learners rather than on the instructors. The learners actively participate in learning activities, bring in their own knowledge, experiences, and ideas with the facilitation of instructors or mentors. We can also say in student-centered learning method, teachers do not behave as people who know everything about the subject, but act as facilitators who encourage students to discover principles for themselves and to construct knowledge through their attempts to solve realistic problems. Problem-based learning, project-based learning, and inquiry-based learning are some examples of student-centered learning methods. Different studies have shown that the various learning methods and materials used may vary, improving students' knowledge retention and recall of information and enhancing learning experience. According to the learning pyramid developed by the National Training Laboratory, the students are able to remember only 5% of the information what they learned from listening to the lecture. However, the retention rate goes high up to 90% from what they learn through teaching others. The most common form of teaching others is peer tutoring. This shows active learning methods have high knowledge retention rate than passive learning methods. However, it does not mean that lectures are the ineffective modes of learning. Lectures are still very important. Lectures can be made effective when the students come to class, prepare, actively participate in class discussion, and take good notes. However, the effectiveness of any kind of learning methods are highly influenced by own unique learning style. I hope you enjoyed this lecture. Thank you for your participation.